Hey family, welcome back to Jack's Making It Home. Now if your life is anything like ours, you can always use a little bit of organization. So today, we're going to do our first DIY project. And this one you can complete in about an hour in under 30 bucks. So let's get started. So let's talk about what we're going to need to complete this project. Right here we have a small shopping list of materials that we went and grabbed from Hobby Lobby and Home Depot. And over here we have some simple tools that we're going to use on today. We've collected these over the years, so don't worry if you don't have them. We'll talk about some alternatives as we complete the project. And everything that you see here, as well as the cut list, you can find in the description below. So as you can see, we've already made a few cuts here. We took our larger board, which is actually going to be our main board. It used to be 48 inches long. We cut it in half and made it 24. We took our 1x2s, we made two 24-inch cuts, and then we made two 17.5-inch cuts. And then we took our 1x3, we made one 12-inch cut, and we made three 5.5-inch cuts. And with these 5.5-inch cuts, we also put a 45-degree angle on it with the miter saw. I'll show you how to do that now. Before we actually start attaching everything permanently, I wanted you guys to kind of get a visual of where we're going with this. So we put our 1x3s right here. This is actually going to be our mail sorter, so we can put mail in here. We'll take this piece that we got from Hobby Lobby. This is a 3.5 by 12, and just sit right there, and that'll just keep the mail from falling out. So we have the other piece that we got from Hobby Lobby, which is the 5.5 one, and we'll just put it right there, and that's going to be our little welcome screen. We're going to spray paint that. And then the 1x2s that we cut is actually going to be our border. So we'll sit that on the outside, like so. And that's the entire project. So before we go and attach everything, we want to get this spray painted so it can dry while we're doing it. So I have some chalkboard spray paint right here that I picked up from Home Depot, and we're just going to give this one good coat. The more that you build, the more that you'll realize that wood glue will become your best friend. So we've attached the outside pieces already, so now we have to attach the inside piece. I've marked the middle of this 12-inch board, which is obviously 6 inches. So the middle of this one has to go right on that dot. Or to not confuse as much, it has to be 4 7/8 inches from the outside of this one to the inside of this one. So we're going to throw a little glue on here. And then we're going to take our brad nailer that we have, and we're just going to attach it right there. Now if you don't have one of these, which is a brad nailer, you can always pick up some finishing nails and use an old-fashioned hammer. So now we're going to attach the mail sorter to the main board. We're just going to use some old-fashioned wood glue like before, and then we're also going to put some pocket screws in it to attach it and secure it. And again, we have alternatives. If you don't have the pocket hole Craig jig, you can always just use some finishing nails and just go through the back side and attach it to the board. Now we're going to put on the cover for the mail sorter so the mail doesn't fall out. Same steps as before. Wood glue, brad nailer. If you don't have the brad nailer, finishing nails and a hammer. So that's it. It really is that simple. We've already attached the mail section to the board. The only things left are the spray painted chalkboard sign as well as the borders here. But we're going to do all of those after we sand and stain the board. So here we have the final product. After we sanded and stained, we attached the border with some finishing nails. On the bottom here, we put some hooks so you can hang your keys. We attached our chalkboard sign with some wood glue. Then we took some super glue and we attached the bottle caps just for a finish. And then we attached our Bulldog Clips, and that's just going to create a little memo area for us in case you want to just add on some notes or a grocery list or even your child's A+ report card. Now this welcome center right here is actually not ours, unfortunately. We're going to be giving this one away, which is really exciting. We have 3 people who qualify for it, and we're going to be doing that announcement on October the 11th on our next monthly engagement. So guys, with just about an hour of your time at 30 bucks, you can create your own beautiful welcome center.